Hi there, students. On the Warpath. Okay, it was Peter who requested this video. If you're on the Warpath, you are angry. You're ready to argue. You're ready to fight. I told my sister to watch out because Mum was on the Warpath, and anybody who got in her way was going to get crushed. So to be on the warpath, ready for confrontation. His outraged wife was on the warpath and ready with the frying pan to hit him over the head with it. Okay, the boss is on the warpath today because we made some mistakes and the project isn't going as he'd hoped. The Prime Minister's supporters were on the warpath in response to the story published in the newspaper. Okay, so to be angry, to be looking for someone to fight, to be looking for someone to punish, to be on the warpath, to be angry, to be ready to fight. Now, this comes actually from North American Indians. Let's see, this word I think first appeared in the US in maybe the 1750s, maybe the 1770s, and the warpath was the path that the Indians took, the warrior's path, when they are going to war. The warpath or the warrior's path. And thence by the warrior's path to Wyoming. Let's see, this phrase was used by Mark Twain in A Tramp Abroad. She was still on the warpath all evening, and by the time Mark Twain's used it, it's settled forever into the language. So this word is of American origin. It's an American word, probably one of the first ones. There's a nice headline, Microsoft on the warpath, about a portal war between Microsoft and Google. So if you're on the warpath, you're really angry. Yeah, you're really upset. You don't like what's happening. So he's on the warpath because he's been treated so unfairly. Yeah, somebody who's angry, who's aggressive, who's ready to fight. Somebody who gives this idea of hostility and anger. Yeah, somebody who, they're ready to fight. They're looking for somebody to fight with. Okay, so to go on the warpath. He's on the warpath. He's gone on the warpath. Okay, so the warpath, to go on the warpath, to be angry, to be ready for conflict. I warned the children that their father was on the warpath and they shouldn't make a lot of noise. Yeah, so you're looking for war, you're looking for problems, you're looking for a fight, in a state of anger, hostile, indignation. I think you could still use this with the two tribes are on the warpath, getting ready for a fight. Okay, the demonstration may have ended, but the activists are still on the warpath. They're angry, they're irate, they're engaged. The government went on the warpath against drug traffickers. The two countries are on the warpath again, and I think war is liable to break out. The police commissioner was on the warpath because they hadn't found the subject. Mrs. Smith is on the warpath because we broke her window and she's yelling at us. These politicians are on the warpath for higher taxes again. So yeah, on the warpath, it's saying that problems are liable to come. So, on the warpath, formality. This is rather informal, for informality. 3.5, now I'm going to give you the for informality. Use it anywhere except for something very formal. So, on the warpath. Bye for now.